TelevisionThe Hulu series, starring Riley Keough and Lily Gladstone, refuses easy alarmism. Hulu. The 1997 murder of 14-year-old Reena Virk at the hands of a group fellow teenagers in Greater Victoria, British Columbia, was one of those crimes that took over the discourse of its time. It came at the dawn of an outbreak of concern about mean girls and the cruelty of the female adolescent social order. Exactly the dynamic that conspired to destroy Reena. To the Canadian media, it provided the occasion for a moral panic about degenerate youths, bullying, rap music, and gangs, despite the fact that the kids involved were mostly suburbanites who only fantasized about the thug life. Hulu's new limited series about Reena's murder, Under the Bridge, refuses such easy alarmism. Based on a 2005 nonfiction book of the same title by Rebecca Godfrey, who grew up in Victoria before leaving for New York, this sensitive, thoughtful adaptation features Godfrey herself as a character, played by Riley Keough. Back in Victoria, a picturesque island community that Rebecca seems to hate for unspecified reasons, Rebecca is writing about teenage girls there when Reena's, Vritika Gupta, murder occurs, providing her with the ideal subject. A former bad girl herself, pale and self-possessed, swathed in a cool Marc Jacobs coat and big city glamour, Rebecca has better luck extracting the facts about Reena's murder from the wary teens than her old friend Cam, a police officer played by a delightfully butch Lily Gladstone. As far as I can discern, Cam and Rebecca's complicated relationship with her are fictional. Godfrey did not aid the investigation of Reena's murder in real life, as she does in the series, but her book is an evocative and deeply researched account of the volatile cliques and status-jockeying that resulted in the crime, the in cold blood of adolescence. Godfrey, who died in 2022, was an executive producer of the series, and it is that rare adaptation that's even richer than its already impressive source. It features a scene in which Rebecca's father, Paul Jarrett, peruses the pages of her work in progress and points out that Reena has little presence there, an objection some readers have made to the book. The series makes up for this by devoting an entire episode to Reena's family, Southeast Asians who felt out of place in British Columbia until they were welcomed into the Jehovah's Witnesses, as well as many flashbacks to Reena's experiences in the months leading up to her murder. Cam, a First Nations woman adopted by the town's white police chief as a child, raises but is unable to settle the question of the role that race may have played in the crime. What no one doubts is that the intensity and toxicity of teenage social life are behind Reena's murder. She desperately longed to be included in the clique orbiting a girl, Jo, a pseudonym used by the press in compliance with Canadian law, living in the Seven Oaks group home.